Hey now from Texas, Lone Star Mini Restoration. Thanks for watching episode 12.1, which is Welding for Dummies 101, part 1. Today I'm going to kind of just go over gear and a little bit of education that I've learned for myself. Now remember, I'm the novice, so I can't just jump into things mentally. This is the way I work. I can't just jump as much as I want to hit this trigger and start, burning some metal or melting metal. I need to learn a little bit. But first of all, I have to give a shout out to a couple guys. I won't mention their whole names, but Chris H. I've been communicating via email. A couple guys, a lot of guys don't have YouTube websites, but I've been communicating with them, and I've been seeing pictures of their restorations. And you guys inspire me. I mean, here are some of the pictures of some of their restorations, what they have going on. Chris H. and Keith. I won't mention last names. I think it's safe to mention first names. But there's pictures. These guys keep me going. Of course, a lot of the YouTube channels keep me going as well. But all these pictures and knowing you guys, meeting you guys, even if it's through pen pal, letters and emails and pictures, man, you guys are extremely inspiring. And I owe you a deep amount of gratitude because you keep me going. I don't have the opportunity to get out here and work on this Mini daily and sometimes weekly because of work environment. You guys know this, work environment, raising my girls, my family. I can't do it. So y'all keep me going. Okay, gear. Before I chose my MIG, I got a Millermatic 211. This is an awesome machine. Of course, I haven't used it yet, but it is a pretty awesome machine. But before I selected it, I was basically like, all right, why MIG? Why TIG? I took a welding class, my gosh, back in 1992, and in that class, I think I welded a couple pieces of metal together once or twice, and that was it. So that's my history on welding. Of course, now fast forward to today, I couldn't remember MIG, stick, TIG, and others. For my purposes, I had to ask myself, what do I want? I'm not going to be welding outside. I'm not going to be doing marathon welds where I'm welding 8 hours a day. So I don't need the advantages of a TIG system or a stick system. So I went with this basically all automatic. I think all I have to do, honestly, the way I have it in my head, is I have to learn to control my speed based on this wire feed speed that it puts out. And I may touch on that later. So MIG system, why MIG? And I hear people talk about that sizzling, that bacon sound. Well, I was trying to figure out, okay, why is that? And that's because MIG is basically a series of short circuits. Now, I don't remember the number. I don't know if it's 20 per second or 200 per second. I don't know. But what it is, essentially, this creates an electrical arc from the unit to the workbase. Now, when the wire feeds through, the wire is basically the electrode. When it feeds through and hits the base or the puddle, it short circuits. Therefore, the system, as I understand it, increases the amperage to turn the system back on, and the whole process repeats itself. So it's a series of short circuits, however many times a second, and that's what causes that bacon sizzling, as I understand it. By all means, guys, I'm new at this, so if I'm saying something wrong, guys, let me know because I want to know. But okay, so you need a heat source, done. You need material, you need wire, and you need gas. Now, gas, I've chosen, I don't know if y'all can see this bottle back here, I've chosen to go with 75% argon, 25% carbon dioxide. Now, I have done a lot of reading on, and I was getting really confused being the new guy, right? It's like, okay, some people are using 80-20 mix, 90-10 mix, some people are using 100%. And what I've learned is that it all depends on the material that you're welding. Well, this machine can handle stainless steel, aluminum, and steel. Which is all I need. I don't need to weld copper, titanium, or other, high-profile metals. And this machine will also only weld up to 3/8 inch thick. It's good for 110 and 220 power. I'm going to try both because I'm told that 220 power just gives it that better finish, or the machine operates better on 220. So I'll use that first, but I'll experiment with both. So I don't plan on welding anything over 3. That's pretty. 3-inch thick material is pretty. Oh, hey, by the way, all the numbers that I talk to are I'm in America, so everything that I talk to is going to be in inches, not it's going to be imperial, not metric. So you need a metal, you need heat source. Again, I'm using 75% argon, 25% carbon dioxide. If you need to weld 1/2-inch steel, then you need a different mix of gas. If you go with a flux core wire, you don't have to use a gas bottle. You can use just a wire, because a wire is like a tube and it's got the shielding gas inside of it. As far as wire, I've chosen 030 steel, solid steel. Now, this is where I kind of feel like Tony with Pavis Motors. I feel like his nephews and nieces. And why? Okay, so why? At first I was like, okay, after I figured out, okay, I want a MIG, I want a kind of an automatic one, but then it's like, why 030 wire? I mean, how do I know what diameter wire to use? Because this will handle all different. So, doing my research, I took my trusty handy mic, my calipers, and I measured. I have quite a few new panels. I have a Heritage scuttle. I have a Heritage door seal. I have some Magnum floor panels, and I measured them. And what they came, the Magnum back heel board, I think it's called, it came out at 050, or no, it was 060. And I was kind of surprised. Now that has a little bit of a primer coat, but 060. Now all the Heritage panels that I was measuring were coming in around between 035 and 045, which I was a little shocked. That was thicker than I expected. So, all those panels that I measured, and I measured some of the material on this, I just mic'd it, and it was coming out around 040, 045. So I created my chart. I don't know if you can see this. I created my recommended wire size chart, and what I've learned that 22 gauge, which is 0.031, as well as 20 gauge is 037, 18 gauge is 050. So this is the ballpark that I'm going to be welding in. And if you can see, I just put my mini symbol there right under 030 inch diameter wire. That's why I'm using 030 wire. Now, again, like Tony's nephews and nieces, this looks like copper, but it says 030 solid wire, solid steel wire. And so I was like, okay, why? Well, what I've come to find out, yes, it is a copper coating. The copper acts as two things. One is it is a protector. It helps protect the steel from contaminants. Of course, we have beautiful weather right now, but it could get messed up and messy. But it's also electro, or it's a good conductor of electricity. So that helps. So wire. Pliers. You need good pliers for clipping off your wires and doing other stuff. Let's see, what else? Helmets. This is extremely important, obviously. So I have 2 helmets. One came free, and this one, I got a $200 rebate with this machine, so I went ahead and bought a different helmet. So I have 2 helmets that I'm going to be trying out. Gloves, safety gear. All right, I have 2 sets of gloves. I don't know where the other set went. Ah, here we go. I didn't know what kind of gloves I could, they make material for everything from Kevlar to deerskin, right? And so I was like, all right, what's best? Again, I'm not an 8-hour, on the site or on the job site welder. And so I don't need top-notch gear, and I don't know which one I want to use. So I got a couple. They're fairly inexpensive, so I'll figure out what I like best. So, of course, I also got a jacket. I don't know if y'all can see this, but I got a jacket. You need magnets. I got a few magnets here and there. Butt weld clamps for, welding 2 pieces together. I'm going to be playing with those. Spot weld drill bit. I've already used one of these, which is quite nice. But, so, okay, material thickness. My practice material, what I've chose to do, because I measured all of my new panels, and they're all coming in between roughly 035, 045, 055, and that's what helped me select my wire. I went and picked up 2 55-gallon drums. I picked these up for $10, which it was a steal for me. No pun intended, haha. But I measured these, so I mic these, and this barrel is coming in at 0.45 thick. That's pretty doggone awesome. So, I mean, that is almost exactly what I'm going to be welding on. And it's curved. It's not straight. Everything on this Mini is not straight. Some of the things can be curved. So this will give me practice, you know, cutting, grinding, cleaning up, and then welding it all back together, being a close approximate in the same thickness. So this is what I'm going to be practicing on. Let's see, what else? I think that covers it for gear. Again, thanks to Chris, H, and Keith sending me pictures of your restoration. Man, it really does inspire me. Again, and in fact, it urges me, it keeps me wanting to get out there. So I will go over part 2. I will go over a little bit more as I learn before I actually plug this guy in and turn it on. Yeah, I'm excited. Hope maybe that might be today, you know, but the video won't post today. I think that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Here at Lone Star Mini Restoration, we're Texas size mini. So, yeah, all right. Bye just now.